crazy, man. Crazy. All right. Hey. Yeah, man. Sorry about that, bro. Right in the middle of you explaining your whole thing, man. Crazy. Yeah, man, this is RAWTALK Podcast. Things happen. It's just crazy. I did. Yo, what's up, Pete? My bad, man.
That's alright, kid.
They trying to sabotage us, baby.
Yeah, man. That's crazy. Like, we ain't even playing no music or nothing, so they can't put, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, copyright infringement or nothing. They just don't want us to be great, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, you can pick back up, dude.
So, yeah, so we'll just, we'll recap and fast forward. So, just to recap is, I've been releasing music independently since 2004. So what I was talking about was just how the landscape was at that time. Shout out to Logic Enterprises. My man Lenny just joined the building. I just did an interview on his podcast last week. Shout out to the kid. But so that whole landscape, as far as being an independent artist at that time, without even being on like a Koch or anything like that. That was big. So I'm from upstate New York. I'm from Albany, New York, with the capital.
Okay, yeah, man, we got out there.
Yes, sir. So for my area, like doing what I was doing at that time and being in like the Tower Records and Best Buys and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I was looked at as a pioneer really from the standpoint of my area and what I was doing. And I was actually able to stay consistent. So my next venture that I did after that, in 2010, I had a few things that was popping off, but so the first thing that happened was I got picked up by so I think that was 2009. 2009, I got picked up by Slip and Slide Records. And that was the same time that Rick Ross had got signed. So me and him got signed. Yeah, me and him got signed to Slip and Slide Records at the same time. So I ended up releasing a mixtape. It was called I Reinvented the Remix. So if you remember, Puffy had came out with an album on Bad Boy called I Invented the Remix. And then I came out with my mixtape. It was called I Reinvented the Remix. So basically what it was is I took like popular songs that was remixed. So like R&B records that had like hip hop artists on it. And what I basically did was I remixed the remixes. So I took those artists off the tracks and I pretty much remade it like the way it would have sounded if I featured on the track. So I remixed the remix. So that was that project that came out on Slip and Slide. It's still doing numbers to this day on that pip just because of the records. You know what I'm saying? It was big records. I got joints from there with Alicia Keys, with Marcus Houston, like Neo. Like it was just the biggest artists in the game, and they were just classic records. So that project is still doing well. And then after that, I got a single deal with Island Def Jam for a song called Big Hammers. So that was like 2010. That was like 2010 that I got that deal, and really have been been able to ride, all those situations as far as touring, outside was open. So with me having those different label situations and stuff like that, I was able to get booked. And I've been touring, nationwide all the way up until, everything shut back down.
Okay.
So with the shutdown, it's actually been a blessing and a curse for me, because it's been a blessing in the fact that it made everybody sit down. And I'm a hustler at heart, so basically any type of obstacle like that, like it creates a conflict and it creates a problem. So I'm always a person that I look at problems that arise as an opportunity. If you can, if a problem is presented and you can provide a solution, you know what I'm saying, you're always gonna be end up on top. So just being a hustler at heart, it's like I'm always looking for opportunities, and I just saw it as an opportunity. So everybody was sitting down, nobody was able to tour, nobody was able to gig, and you had the entire industry that was just figuring out how they were going to make money still, because touring was the lifeblood. You know what I'm saying? Like, because everything switched over to streaming, you wasn't making money off of your album sales. The record label was. They were still. That's what people don't understand. The labels are still making money off of the streams. They're not making fractions of a penny on each stream. They're getting a much bigger piece of the pie. It's the artist that's getting these little fractions of a penny, these pesos off the stream. The labels are still eating, but the artists and these 360 deals and stuff like that, the only way they're able to eat is to do 3 to 5 shows a week. Now they sitting down, they can't do that, and they trying to figure out how the hell they gonna make money. So with me, like I was always from the independent route. You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna eat regardless, because I'm not getting no pennies. You know what I'm saying? I'm the artist and I'm the label. You know what I'm saying? So my situation is different. So I'm sitting on bread and I'm sitting on time, but all the people who I wanted to work with were sitting down still trying to figure out how they're gonna make bread. So I just started reaching out to people who normally would have been too busy to get back to me. They were literally sitting by the phone, sitting down, not doing shit. So everybody that I reached out to was like picking up the phone immediately. I'm DMing them on Instagram. They messaging me back immediately, sending me their phone number. Yo, call me right now. What you doing? Because my Instagram stayed lit. So they said, yo, this nigga is still working. Like, everything is shut down. This nigga is working. Like, they see the videos on my Instagram and shit, and I'm in the studio with platinum producers and, you know what I'm saying? Like, Grammy-winning artists and shit, like, working. So they picking up the phone, they give me their number, they're like, yo, what's going on? So I have a new project that I'm working on right now, and the name of the project is called Northern Exposure. Shit is star-studded, my nigga. Like, everybody's on that fucking project. So I got DJ Drama is on there, Jadakiss is on there, Jim Jones is on there, Vado is on there. Fred the Godson, rest in peace, Fred the Godson. He was able to actually get a record completed with him the same week that he passed away. You know? The same week that he passed away, me and him was able to finish a record. So that obviously took me way off guard. Because I'm like, I just got off the phone with the nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just did a song with the nigga. And they were calling me like, yo, Fred is in the hospital. So of course we all thought he was gonna come home. And it's just the spirit that he had. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a strong dude. He was a strong dude and very talented, but at the same time, like, super humble. So, to be that talented, Fred was so humble, so loving, just a really different person. And that was, I'm not gonna lie, like, that, I was devastated, bro. Like, that shit broke me down. And I wasn't even sure if I was still gonna release the record. You know what I'm saying? Because it was kind of the same thing, like, when people, like, don't want to get insurance policies that's like, black people, white people have a problem with it, but like black people, like, they're not going to take out like $1 million, $2 million life policy on their family members because they feel some way about like profiting off of somebody's death. So it was the same thing with like Fred. I was like, I don't want people to think like, oh, I'm just trying to benefit off the passing of this king. You know what I'm saying? So I was really on the fence. And what gave me the confidence to actually put it out was his people. I talked to his people and they was like, no, bro. They was like, that's why you gotta put it out. It was like, you gotta You gotta keep the legacy going. Yeah, they was like, no, please put it out. So when I had like their blessing, because I already had the blessing from Fred. Like the record is called Coronation. If you go online, that shit is out. The project is not out, but that single is out. That's the first single off the album. It's called Coronation. If you listen to that record, like there's a whole like he shouts me out like in the verse and he shouts me out in the record, and then he also does like a monologue at the end of the record. You know what I'm saying? And it was like he just let me know. I had reached out to him when he sent me the record, and I heard like he put my name in the verses and everything. It was like I wasn't expecting like that much love. And he was like, bro, he was like, no. He was like, you're dope. Like he's like, you're fired. Like he's like, that was an honor to you. So just knowing like that I had, you know, his blessing before he passed and his stamp. Like I had his stamp of approval, like as an artist, and it wasn't gonna be a type of situation where it sounded forced, like somebody was just trying to throw Fred like on like. And the other thing is like the record, it was produced by Vinny Idol, you know what I'm saying, and it also features Graf. So all of those people is his family, like his family, like not blood, but like that's his industry family. Like they always collaborate with each other, and that was even like how I got the feature. Because first I recorded at Vinny Idol's house in his basement, you know what I'm saying, and so he like that. Like when I called Fred and I was like, yo, Fred, I need you to jump on a record. Like as soon as he found out Vinny produced it, like it was a no-brainer. He was like, nigga, I'm on it. It's like there's nothing else to talk about. He's like, say less. So it was really, the record was really like a crown and jewel, and that's why we called it Coronation for a couple of reasons. Yeah. It was a crown and jewel for him. You know what I'm saying? It was a great way for him to be remembered, but it was also like a coming of age record for me of being accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like into that family, being accepted into that list of MCs. You know what I'm saying? That belong like in that list of just legendary MCs who just come with bars every single time. So I just feel like Fred is the illest MC to ever. Like he just dropped a new project. His people just dropped a new project. I was listening to it yesterday. It's called Ascension. And just going back and listening to it, I'm like, damn, to this nigga's last breath, this nigga was nasty as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nobody close to this nigga. Like, his introspect is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, for him, for a lyricist like that to put the stamp on me, you know what I'm saying, as a dope artist, it really gave me the fire and the gas. It was like, yeah, keep going all the way. So this project has a lot of heavy hitters on it. So yeah, 88 Keys, he's one of the producers on there. Vinny Idol is a producer on there. It's just, I'm super proud of the project. But the whole reason why that project really came about and became as big as it did, I cannot forget. Motherfucking Redman is on the album, dog. Like I got Redman on my fucking album. Yeah. Yes.
Legend.
Like this project is real. It's a real project. It's definitely the biggest project I've ever done, but it's also the biggest project to ever happen in my city. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed, but it was about taking advantage of the opportunity and being ready for the opportunity. I was ready for the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I had worked to make sure financially I was ready for the opportunity. Skill wise, I was ready for the opportunity. The relationship that I had built, I was ready to take advantage of that opportunity, and I maximized it. And I've got an ill project that I'm sitting on. So I feel like a blue collar worker in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing with me is Hollywood or nothing. Like I'm just a ear to the street, nose to the grind type of dude. And the records that I do, they all have substance. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Lenny can tell you from Logic, from his podcast, or his sound on the podcast, like, I'm a solid dude, and I only fuck with other solid niggas. That's just how I feel.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. It's definitely, you working with greatness. You're great yourself, man.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we trying to interview. RAWTALK is all about raw greatness, you know what I'm saying? People that's doing something that's motivating and positive and coming together and collabing, networking, whatever, you know what I'm saying? We tried to have a double interview, didn't work out, but we still got P.Gutter.
Now, we thank God for what we got, brother.
Yes,
we thank God for what we got.
You know what I'm saying? So, in the next 20 years, what you hope to accomplish?
I mean, everything that I'm doing right now, you know, it's for the next generation, you know, of me. You know what I'm saying? It's for my kids and for my grandkids. So, above the music, you know, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm always investing in the future. So it's like everything that I'm doing right now, it's not really for me to benefit, because the amount of money, you know what I'm saying, and stuff that I've invested, you know, into my businesses, into the music and everything, like, I'm not going to recoup that in my lifetime. But it wasn't for me to recoup. It was, you know what I'm saying, it was for the next generations coming to recoup. So, me being an entrepreneur and a hustler, that, you know, I have full custody of my kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they all watch me do this. From, you know what I'm saying, they watch me work a 9 to 5 and build up businesses at the same time and become my own boss, to where that's instilled in them now. Like, all my kids are like, they're their own boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, before they even graduated high school, I taught them how to make their own money. So 20 years from now, I mean, I don't see nothing less than an empire standing strong, because that's what I built on solid ground, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not falling. We building every day.
Yeah. Generational wealth.
Yes, sir.
Leaving a great legacy. Yeah, man, I appreciate you doing the interview.
No question.
Like I said, I was running around trying to get it done. I was trying to edit something the last interview, and I was like, man, I ain't even put the promotional thing together with the pictures and all that. But
yeah,
I'm glad you came, man. I'm glad for the you know. So next question is, man, what can you tell the next generation coming up and inspire them to get a solid career or a solid anything, solid entrepreneurship, whatever? You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
what's the first thing you gotta do?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing you gotta do is you gotta get an education. And when I say education, I don't just mean like the traditional way of you know, just, you know, going to high school, going to college, because the only problem with class education is it's all theory, but all of that knowledge means nothing until it's applied. So I've always been kind of a on the job training type of dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, it's cool you telling me what I gotta do, but I don't really learn until I apply it and I do it, and I learn from doing. But I always encourage anybody, like, whatever it is, because I actually have a lot of businesses that I consult. So I have a lot of business owners that I consult, because I've built up multiple businesses and they've all been successful. And that's the way I'm perceived. That's how people look at me, is as a successful business person. They see, you know, because I have the music, but I also have like a label, and I have a publishing company. I have a clothing line. You know what I'm saying? I'm also a graphic designer. You know what I'm saying? I have I do artist development. So it's like, they see me as a well of knowledge. And what I always tell them is, I got this knowledge because when I started out, I didn't have it, and I recognized that I didn't have it. So time is precious, and a lot of us waste time making mistakes. So I always looking for the cheat code. The cheat code is simple. If you don't know, go find somebody who already knows, who is already an expert in that. Whatever field it is that you want to get into, find somebody who's already successful at it. So I was happy that they came to me, because I was somebody who was already successful at it. Go to somebody who's already successful at that and pay them for the information. Pay them to teach you the cheat code to save you all of that time you would have wasted making mistakes and failing because they already have the blueprint. Go to somebody who has the blueprint and pay them not for the information, because I get free game all the time. It's not about the information for me, but it is always about my time. That's the bottom line. It's always about my time. So that's why I do consult so many people, because I'm gonna give them as much information as I possibly can within that amount of time that they paid me for. I'm not gonna be like, well, I'm only gonna give you, this list of 10 things, and this is the price for that list of 10 things. No, it's not like that. I'm gonna pour into you as much as I can in the amount of time that I have allotted. You know what I'm saying? So the information and the advice that I always give to anybody, go get the information that you need to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a knucklehead. Put your pride to the side. Go get help. You know what I'm saying? And get the knowledge and the information. And sometimes it's not a person. Sometimes it is a book. But like I was saying, for me, the book is the starting point. It's not the finish line. I'm going to get the book to do my due diligence to make sure that the information the person is giving me is correct. Because I can tell you that I was successful or something and what I did to do it to get it done. You might leave something out. So I'm still going to do my own due diligence. I'm still going to read and get the information for myself. But always make sure you get yourself a mentor to help you, steer you away from mistakes and save you, some time. But it's always about knowledge. Knowledge, not applied knowledge. People say knowledge is power. No, applied knowledge is power. Having the knowledge is not enough. You have to apply it.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, man. Definitely dropping some knowledge and wisdom. You know what I'm saying? I definitely, definitely love the music and love rap. You know what I'm saying? Me and Logic, met and we did, the rap thing and stuff like that.
Okay.
And yeah, so he my brother, so it's like,
well, that's what's up. That's peace.
Yeah, it's like an honor to have somebody of your latitude up in here, just dropping this knowledge. The altitude that you are at, not most people are at. You know what I'm saying?
True
as far as this, you know what I'm saying? So salute to you, you know what I'm saying, for being, a true definition of entrepreneur, boss, and greatness. You know what I'm saying? What are the principles of life that you live by to keep succeeding in your life?
So definitely, it's always about integrity with me. My keys to success has been my network. The network that I built up, you know what I'm saying? Like that's beyond money. Like I can't buy the network that I have, and nobody can buy my network from me. My network was earned based on the individual that I am. People felt comfortable bringing me into their circles based on my integrity. That this is, this is an honorable person. This is a person that moves with integrity, who is not wavered by money. You can't, like, you can't buy my network, you can't buy my loyalty. You know what I'm saying? If I'm loyal to you, I'm loyal to you to a fault. Even when you're not loyal to me anymore, I'm still not gonna drag your name to the dirt. I'm not gonna deal with you no more. But I'm not gonna go, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, and just dispaying you to other people, because you don't never know that other person, what relationship they might have with that person. And they might dub you just because you're speaking ill of the other. So whatever my interaction with as a person, I keep it right there. That's our personal interaction. But the integrity thing with me is so huge, because especially in the environment and the culture that we're in this generation, with everything being like microwave and everything, everybody wanting everything right away and right now, everybody wants to skip steps. I'm always teaching young people that about integrity. It's like, I know it seems like this will be a faster way to the bag. Everybody wants to take the shortcut. They don't want to take the long. Nobody wants to do long division. They just want to use the calculator. And I'm like, for one thing, the long route is you're gonna learn way more. The other thing is when you're trying to cut corners and stuff like that, it's like it seems like you're getting ahead, but it's temporary. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a tree with no roots. You know what I'm saying? One good wind, that thing hitting the ground. There's not, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing grounding it. So it's all, like I said, it just comes right back to just being real, just being solid. But that's really what's gotten me into these successful situations. When you're building a business, it's not just about getting one customer. It's about getting that customer having a good experience, telling other customers, and then that customer also coming back as a return customer, bringing 3 and 4 with them. Like you remember, like in New Jack City, when they was talking about, like they was bringing 2 and 3 and 4 people like back with them, but they was coming back for their base. You know what I'm saying? Like they had such a good product. It made a repeat customer, and the repeat customer came back with 3 or 4 more. Now, now they could have gave them, you know what I'm saying, a watered down product. They could have gave them a bust down product, but then they would have only made that sale and no more. Yeah. So you always want to give people the best version of you that you possibly can, and that's gonna carry you farther than anything.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, man. Like, you know, with the podcast, man, it may seem like we moving slow, but I know it did already 30-something episodes. But I was doing it like every day, kicking out a podcast.
Consistency.
Talking topics and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then started having guests. We had like TL Smooth from Florida. Check him out. You know what I'm saying? Might be a network or a lab that can go on there. We had Tina Simone, and Monday we had Camille, Lauren. You know what I'm saying? Just wonderful, great people. Basically just trying to, you know what I'm saying, change the world with their music and just bring a light to, you know, to positive black people. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's what we don't got to do for. We need more of that. We need more of us supporting us. Because ain't nobody going to support us but us. So I definitely salute you, P.Gutter. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't been in here, if y'all just jumping in, this is P.Gutter. And this is the RAWTALK Podcast. We had an excellent interview. We'll ask him one more question. And then, you know what I'm saying? If you could describe yourself in one word, what would it be?
Solid. Solid. You know what I mean? Like that's what you see is what you get. Just solid. You know what I'm saying? Unwavering. I'm solid, bro. Like concrete.
Yeah, no doubt, man. But you definitely, since you've been on the RAWTALK Podcast, you're definitely family now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's all about support. Yeah, all of our guests that come on, even the guests that come in. Yeah. We're a family. So whenever you want to come back, or whenever you got something you want to let us know that something's going down or whatever, something you want to collab with, just let me know. Do you have a podcast as well?
Yes, I do. Yeah, so I have my own podcast as well. And it's crazy because we're actually only like 1 week into it, and it's already one of the top podcasts on the platform. I'm on an international video broadcasting app called Bigo, B-I-G-O. So it's just now catching on in the States, but it's like every other country in the world, like they've been on it for years. You know what I'm saying? If you look up like their stock is high. Like their stock is 3 digits per share. So they're definitely established. But it's called Bigo Live, B-I-G-O Live. The name of my podcast is called the Outside Music Podcast. And we really specialize in just like high energy music. You know what I'm saying? It's not we don't just play hip hop, and a lot of it is mainstream. hip hop. It's not like just underground or nothing like that. But it's all about the energy on mine, and well, it's like there's a whole energy that I try to actually have it transferred through the screen. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's all about the vibe for me. So anytime anybody comes to our podcast, it's like we immediately brighten up anybody's mood, like as soon as they come in there, because everything is just high energy. It's all about positivity. And we're actually doing the lineup right now. I have some very, very influential people that want to come on and be guests to get interviewed on it. But yeah, we play music and we do interview, and we play independent and unsigned artists as well as the mainstream artists as well. So definitely, if anybody is interested in either having their music added to my playlist or they want to be a guest on the podcast, they should definitely follow me here on Instagram and send me a message. You know, and we'll get that done ASAP. But yeah, but definitely the outside music podcast. That's my podcast, and so that's so it's like the same thing, man. It's like I went and did Logic's, podcast. I'm doing your podcast. Like, we all have shows, but at the same time, we all support each other's show. We're not just saying, come on my show, and then when it's time to do it's like, I'm busy, or I'm charging this, that, and the third. You want me to be on your side? It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you put out is gonna come back to you. So that's why I said, like, I'm just a down to earth, solid dude, man. So it's, I work for everybody, but I definitely have to mention that anybody who does decide to be an artist and either submit music or be a guest on the show, I have a huge amount of opportunities that I can tap people. Is like, the show is like the beginning. If they've got like real music, like I can get that in front of so many people. So just as an example, I just came back in Tallahassee. I'm in upstate New York, but I just got back this morning because I took an artist who's from Albany, New York. I took him up to Shade 45 to do an interview with DJ K Slay. So we taped it. We taped it yesterday. His shows are every Wednesday. So it just got taped yesterday. So it wasn't playing tonight, but next Wednesday, that interview will be on there. So I was just saying that to say, like, I do artist development. I do promotional packages for artists. I help them get on the radio. I have a whole DJ coalition at my disposal. I'm very in tune with television and movie producers and stuff. So there's a whole ton of things that I can do for artists beyond just having them be a guest on a podcast or just getting their music played. Like, I'm super tapped into the entertainment industry.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna send some people your way.
Oh yeah, please do. You know what I'm saying? I can't help people if I don't know they exist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. We can't help you if we don't know you exist. If you want to come on the show, you want to link up with P.Gutter, get at him and get at us. You know what I'm saying? Because we about the positivity and helping people. We're not here to be like, oh, nah, you're not the type that we want on our show. If you got a story, or if you doing something positive, come on. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as we be respectful and to others, then it's all good. But if you want to, want the nonsense, a lot of people be like, I want to be on your show, or we have a live and somebody want to get up there and we put it up there, then it's a bunch of nonsense. But definitely, P.Gutter, man, it's been an honor, you know what I'm saying, to interview you, to get to know you a little bit better. I'm definitely going to be hitting you up, just conversating and stuff like that. So I salute you. And I'm about to, all right, we about to wrap it up, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Everybody, this is P.Gutter. You know what I'm saying? Get at him. He got the network. He got, artist development. He got all that. So, thanks.
Let's not forget to tell them about All-Star Weekend, bro.
All-Star Weekend.
Let's talk about All-Star Weekend. Like I told you, I'm plugged in. I got big shit happening. So, NBA All-Star Weekend is this weekend. Right. So I got a new record out that released Super Bowl weekend. It's called Finish Line. And for NBA All-Star Weekend is in Atlanta. So I got a huge billboard that's going up in Atlanta, and it's gonna be up for all the NBA All-Star Weekend. Just promoting the release of that record. So yeah, Finish Line by P.Gutter. It's out right now. Go get it. But I also got hired to do a theme song for a brand that's actually launching during All-Star Weekend in Atlanta, and the name of the brand is called The Boss Experience. It's a new organization of women that was formed, and they came to me personally, asked me to write a song for their brand. So they have a launch party that's going to be happening in Atlanta, and I'm going to be performing live when they debut that record as well. So if anybody's going to be in Atlanta for NBA All-Star Weekend, definitely tap in with me. I'll be getting in town on Saturday morning. This Saturday morning I'll be playing there, and I'm gonna be there till Monday. So tap in and we'll link.
Yeah, there you have it. P.Gutter All-Star Weekend.
Yes, sir.
Finish Line. All that. Get at them, y'all.
We here, baby.
RAWTALK Podcast.
Shout out to my business partner. My business partner just showed up. Mr. Everyday 90.9 FM.
What's up, Mr. Everyday?
Yeah. So
Alright.
So the clothes that you see in the back, the clothes hanging up, and the hanging up, and the shirt that I got on right now, that's the clothing line. That's my business partner, Mr. Everyday. He's co-owner of Home Bay Clothing. So make sure y'all.
Alright, that's cool.
But he also has his own show that comes on the radio on Thursday night and Saturday night. So you can the same artist we took, contact me. Make sure you contact him. You want to get on my podcast, you can do that. You want to get music on the radio, make sure you tap in with him as well.
Okay.
But yeah, that's family.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, man. P.Gutter. And this has been an excellent interview. Thank everybody for coming in and joining us. And check out his events and make sure y'all holler at him if y'all want to do anything. Y'all want to come on the show. You know what I'm saying? Just let us know, man. Alright, man.
Tap in.
Yeah.
Salute, bro. Thanks for having me.
Alright, bro.
Alright, we gonna link.
Had to do that. Yeah, man, that was P.Gutter, man. Y'all already know what's going on. We were supposed to have another guest. You know what I'm saying, but it didn't happen, so I'm gonna contact them and see what's going on. But thank y'all for coming in. It's been RAWTALK Podcast, and it's just been a blast, man. It's been a blast, and y'all bless each and every one of y'all. Salute y'all.